What's going on, everybody? Hey, DMC, what are the people watching today?
Super Trophy Chasers podcast, episode number 27. Okay.
Thank you for that. Thanks for the serenade.
I don't know if it worked out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as cool as
It wasn't as cool.
Alright, how's everybody doing today?
How are you doing?
Looks like
It's
the chat's
Friday,
doing
man.
well. Yeah,
It's Friday. You know what?
Looks like everybody got the memo. I'm glad. Looks like the chat's still.
A lot of folks are here. I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And all that means is that it's Friday and it's time for a beverage. And whether that's watermelon lime flavored Kool-Aid or a 60-minute IPA, it's time for a beverage, everyone. And I'm glad I'm here on Friday. Feels different, man. It feels like I'm somehow off of work. That this Trophy Chaser podcast is a little bit off kilter, but fun. I love it, man. I'm glad I'm here.
I thought we were going to all raise our glasses at the end there. Thought that's where you're going with that.
Well, okay. No. Okay. Maybe not.
Alright. So the show is going to be different. We're on a Friday just because we all had stuff that we were doing yesterday, so we had to move it up a day. It's going to be short. You'd think doing the show a day later would give us more opportunities for more news stories, but there are only 4 stories. So it's going to be really quick to get through the news. So most of this is going to just be what we've been playing lately. So hopefully you guys have played some of the same games that we did. Alex looks like he's having a seizure. And let's go ahead and get started.
Cool.
Let's just start with the news then, since that will be the quickest to get through. It's really, really short. Only 4 things. 2 of them I don't even think really matter. But Evolve, it got delayed till 2015.
No.
February 10th. Alex, you weren't even going to play it? Okay.
Are you kidding me? I'm so excited for that game. I want it.
This
Yes,
is the first
I
I've
am.
heard about that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that I have made hints throughout time that I am very excited for that game.
Well, this is now the 6th game to get delayed out of October, which is weird. But they're replacing it with Sleeping Dogs. Apparently needs a remastered next-gen version.
I'm so cool with that. I'm so cool with that, guys.
Why?
All my money is going to remaster games. But go ahead.
Are you even going to buy it?
What?
This company.
What?
Is that
Hello?
Jack Tretton?
Hello?
That's me. Forgive me, guys.
How are you?
Okay. Anyway, why are you planning on buying Sleeping Dogs again?
You know what? Here's the kicker. What Sleepy Dogs is doing, which is incredibly egregious, and I hope that GTA 5 doesn't follow, is that they're launching their game with all the DLC included for a value at the full price of $59.99, right? So $60 game for the PS4. It's
I don't like it.
But I don't like it. I think
won't like it unless it's like the remaster of GTA 5 on the PS4. Like if it has all the downloadable content.
Well, that's what it's going to have. It's going to have everything, but for $60. I think they have to reduce the price on all remastered games to make it enticing for folks to purchase it. I'm not going to buy it at full price. I will purchase it, and I can't wait to buy it for $30. And I think it's going to be at $30 by the time we get around the Christmas holiday. That's the right price for this game, as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think they're going to pretty much like rebuild it, like how Grand Theft Auto 5 is on the PS4?
Well, there's no new assets. There's no new assets being built into it. Essentially, this is the same exact game that you played on the PS3.
Looks better.
But it's the PS4 version. There you go, Alex. It looks graphically, it's rendered much more prettier for the eyes. And that's it.
Tomb Raider is still $50 right now, so I don't think that price drop's going to drop as quick as you think.
To me, it just seems so random. I'd rather just have a sequel.
Right? That's what I thought they were doing too, and that's what I want. I'm getting sick and tired of all these remastered editions that I don't think we need.
I believe that a long time ago it was stated that if the game did well, that it was
one of the only few games that SquareSoft released that did very well.
They were disappointed with it though.
Well, because they projected the game to sell 7 million copies.
But eventually it became profitable for them. So to me, that seems like a success.
That's what SquareSoft does. They say, oh, Deus Ex is coming out. We expect it to sell 11 million copies across all platforms. And then when it sells 5, which is absolutely freaking awesome, they're walking around with sad faces because they didn't meet expectations. Well, guess what, guys? You
Which, by the
projected
way,
that
they have
number for your
ridiculous
investors.
expectations.
Well, yeah, you projected those numbers to appease your investors, and the game still did good. And now all of a sudden, you're balking at a
Like their
potential.
goal will be like 7 million, and they'll sell like 3 million, and they'll be like, "Oh man,
So,
that's so bad." But I mean, that's an accomplishment. I
well,
mean,
so the good news is that they have to do it. It makes sense. Every successful game that released in the last 3 years will have a remaster. They're going to do it because it's easy, because the assets are already rendered for a higher resolution. It is an easy transfer. We're going to see it. My problem
I don't
is
think
that
it's
they're
as
getting
easy
this.
as you think it is because Naughty Dog talked about how difficult it was to get it up from PS3 to PS4.
Naughty Dog did something very different, though.
So did
Naughty
so did
Dog,
Tomb Raider.
well, Tomb Raider was actually rendered for PC, and so they just ported it. Same thing with Sleeping Dogs.
I
They
don't think
actually
so.
this
'Cause I
is the
remember they had
PC
to start a
version.
new. Like everybody in the studio was working on Tomb Raider for a long time, and they had to like completely change everything.
I know they changed the modded her face a little bit, the structure of her face, but
Because I kept hearing stories about her hair. Oh my god, her hair looks so real now.
it didn't look real on the PS4.
Well, that's what they were
But
saying.
this Sleeping Dogs game is a direct port from the PC version, and that's what it is. Good, better, indifferent. I don't care. I'm just a little balky at the $60, right? That's the piece that's blowing my mind a little bit.
So The Last of Us kind of makes sense because of the whole conversation that everyone's been having about most of the PS4 owners are old Xbox 360 owners and they haven't played The Last of Us. But when we start doing these multi-platform games like Tomb Raider and stuff, it just seems like a cash grab, and I don't really agree with that a whole lot. That being said, I actually really liked Sleeping Dogs. I thought that was a lot.
Same.
That was probably my favorite open world sandbox game of the recent years.
It felt good, didn't it? Feel good?
The
It
story
felt
had
very.
a good story that I actually enjoyed.
sweet combat,
Combat was good.
memorable characters.
Driving didn't suck, and the side missions weren't too repetitive. I mean, there was a few that it didn't feel as repetitive as like Watch Dogs or Grand Theft Auto did to me. So, but yeah, that's coming out October 14th. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not very happy. I don't understand it.
I just want to know what their goals are, or what they were thinking. Like,
Yeah.
what are they trying to do here?
I've been expecting
They're
Sleeping
trying to.
Dogs
It's
2 for a
revenue.
while.
It's easy revenue, guys. All these publishers want to make money, no matter, and they should, and developers should make money as well. It's a high risk proposition when you have studios going out of business to the tune of 3 or 4 every single year, and they're being replaced by indie devs with relatively low risk with respect to the game that they're releasing. I don't knock it, man. And you do it. At the end of the day, the
There's
people
no
who want the
guarantee
game,
that they're gonna make
it
revenue
doesn't
by
matter, though,
releasing the
Alex. The
game,
people
though.
who want to buy it are going to buy it at the right price point. For me, The Last of Us was a very good buy because of how much I love the story, the game, and the multiplayer for $49.99. The and to Flip's point, I thought 3 years ago the best open world game um, was whatever that game's called. What's the game called?
What do you describe it?
Don't leave me hanging, guys.
Describe it.
Freaking game we just got finished talking about.
Oh, Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs. I thought it was awesome. It was a very easy plat, but I just don't think that it was worth another $60. And I think the price point for that game is about
Would you
40.
get it for $40?
I got it for $60. I bought it the
The new one,
first day that it came out, and I'm gonna pay for it again when it's $39.99.
Okay.
I just have a strong feeling that it's gonna be $39.99 by the time the Christmas sale goes live.
Based on Tomb Raider, I don't. Well, I guess Tomb Raider was on sale for half off, but okay. I guess we can catch it on sale. The other two bits of news we have is Big Fest is the I'm gonna call it the Warped Tour simulator. It's like a theme or music festival theme park style SimCity style game. It was originally announced on the Vita at E3. They said that you'd be able to build your own music festival and like choose which bands you want to play, and this would be like a good way for independent music artists to get a little bit of spotlight. So I was intrigued by the idea. Anyway, that's coming out.
And apparently it's 180p and it runs at 60 frames per second.
I don't think anything's 180p anymore. I think you're a little bit off there.
Well, it says it on the posts talking about the game.
You mean 1080p?
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
Why do I always say that?
No idea. I'm going to make fun of you every single time you do it.
1080p. So yeah, it's full 1080p and it runs at 60 frames per second.
Yeah. I don't care about all that. Anyway.
Other people might.
It's also coming out to PS3 and PS4, not just Vita, and it's going to be free to play. We just don't have a release date. And the last piece of news, every once in a while we'll talk about the Sony sales. And this week is the Square Enix Contemporary and Classics games. So every single Final Fantasy game is on sale for 50% off, including Lightning Returns. So every single one from Final Fantasy up to Lightning Returns, except Final Fantasy 14. I don't think that was on the list. It should have been. But Final Fantasy 14 does have the free 14-day trial that they're doing now. So you try it out for free.
Anyway, have you gotten anybody to subscribe yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't tried, but I want to because I need somebody. I'll even buy the game for them.
Really?
Buy the game. Yes, as long as they play for at least 3 months, I'll buy the game for them. I just want the little bracelets in the mount. So.
Don't tempt me. You won't have to buy the game for me, but don't tempt me.
I want to tempt you.
You want the double mounts.
It's too much.
It's the only double mount in the game, and I really want it. And I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. All that vanity item stuff.
Oh,
I have to have it all.
Not to mention that extra X piece bracelet, I think it is.
Yep. I gotta have something to show off when I go to the Eorzea Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. Don't worry. It's gonna happen soon.
Oh yeah. I'm expecting you to be there. I mean, I'd be disappointed if you weren't.
All right, so that is all the news that we have. Let's get into what we've been playing. Do you want to start with trophies, or do you want to talk about what we've been playing first?
Trophies?
You want trophies? Okay, let's do trophies first. We'll talk about what trophies we've gotten, and then we'll talk about how we got them.
Okay.
So, Alex.
Yeah.
Last week you were sitting at a nice, simple number, 4,500 trophies. For math on this was real easy. Level 24, 86%. I saw this morning, or yesterday, and I was like, ugh!
You gotta break out Hannah Montana now, man.
Now you're at level 24, 97%.
So close. When I get these next 2 gold trophies in Muramasa Rebirth, I'm definitely gonna...
Yep, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I have to hit level 25 before he does. Oh my god, I have to hit 25 before he does.
You probably will be able to. It's gonna be slow for me, getting those last 2 golds. So.
Yeah. Anyway, you were at 79 platinums. You were working on Muramasa Rebirth, so you're still at
79 plats. My goodness.
You're at 71 DMC. 45, 12 trophies.
I haven't moved. I got like 1 trophy, I think, between last week and this week.
Why you gotta interrupt and like steal the?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You stole your thunder from me.
I'm projecting my disappointment. Okay. I don't really know how many trophies I got between last week and this week.
Okay, Alex, your answer is 39. You got 39 trophies last week. DMC, you got 2 trophies.
Ah!
Oh man, dude, 2 whole trophies.
Well, maybe you had a busy week. Maybe you had a lot going on.
Gee whiz.
Oh my god, I remember that game.
It's horrible.
Swarm? Yeah.
Swarm.
That's what's coming up?
No, that's
Swarm?
what your trophy card is. You apparently were playing it.
Yeah, with Swarm, I was playing Swarm. That's awesome. By the way, that's the best trophy card ever.
They die in such funny ways.
So, Swarm is my first foray into PlayStation Now. So I would love to talk about that after the trophies.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sure. Then here I am, 4719 trophies. And level 24, 77%. Why are you booing me? That's not very... Okay. 77%. 60 platinums. Can you stop? What are you doing?
I was doing the crowd thing.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's cheering for you.
Okay. Anyway, now I'm at 4,742 trophies, so I actually played some games other than Final Fantasy this week. What is that? 23 trophies? Went up
23 trophies. That's it, man.
went up 12%, 89% of level 24,
Pretty awesome.
61 platinums now. So I got a new platinum.
Nice.
I was the only one this week to get a platinum.
What's your platinum in again?
We'll find out when we talk about it.
Oh,
Ooh,
I think I know what it is.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
Oh.
That's fine.
Guacamole, man. PS4 edition.
Yeah.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Just a straight up beast.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Guacamole?
Yeah, guacamole.
You mean it's not Chipotle guacamole?
No, it is not.
I did that for you, Alex, because of what you told me last week.
That's for you.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Justin saying Proteus is absolutely horrific. You move so slowly and can't fly around to see more or go faster. So let's talk about the PlayStation Plus games this week, because that is one of them. Did anybody play that? I've heard it's simple trophies, not too much of a game, but kind of boring.
I was looking at it for a long time, and there were so many times where I almost gave in and just bought it for like $5, and I'm so glad I didn't, because now it's free. I haven't played it yet, but I'm still looking forward to trying it because it just seems like a really relaxing game. It's like Minecraft, except for like you're not doing anything.
As long as it doesn't turn out like Entwined, then I'll be okay with it.
So, my I guess my adventure on PlayStation Now was a little bit of a roller coaster.
Playing PlayStation Plus.
Huh?
We're talking about PlayStation Plus first.
What?
What? We're talking about PlayStation Plus.
Oh man.
Go ahead and finish talking about PlayStation Plus. I'm just eager to talk about PlayStation Now. But go ahead.
Well, I don't think that it'll be like Entwined because it's always randomly generated, so it's like always different. And I think,
Do you play any of the
Entwined is
PlayStation
just-
Plus games? Do you play Road Not Taken, Metrico?
just Muramasa
Well, that was last month.
last month. Yeah, I haven't played any of the new ones.
So you're still catching up? You can get the phone if you want it. Okay.
I'm going to take it out the room.
Okay.
I wanted to play Fez, but the fact that it doesn't have a plat.
Don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those guys.
Well, it's just because I'd rather be playing a game that has a plat.
Fez is actually really good.
I have a lot of games to play. Yeah, I know.
But Fez is good. And it's
It
definitely
kind of
worth your
reminds
time.
me of Cave Story a little bit, just because of the art style.
It's not anything like that.
Yes, I know. It reminds me of Cave Story,
Okay.
which I love, by the way.
Okay.
I wish it
yeah.
came to PS4 or something.
Yeah. That's funny that you say that because you're just talking about games that you don't think should be remastered, and then you said that you want that to be remastered.
Well,
You are a hypocrite.
I didn't say remaster.
Bias.
Just said
Bias is
like it
what
to
it
come
is.
to the system.
Anyway, I played Road Not Taken. I didn't play Metrico. I was almost about to play Metrico, but I downloaded Muramasa Rebirth instead because I wanted to be able to talk about it with Alex.
Yeah.
But Road Not Taken is not my cup of tea. I was really looking forward to it. Like I said last week, it's made by the people who made a little Match 3 iOS game that I thought was really cool, and I really enjoyed it. And then they came out with this Road Not Taken, and it definitely is a road you should not be taken. Because
Oh, that was bad.
yeah, it is not a fun game. The controls are frustrating because you move like on a XY axis, I guess, on like a grid system, but the NPCs also move and they don't have a very set pattern. It's just sometimes they get in your way and you bump into them and you have to start a conversation and you're just trying to run around them, and then you'll try to go around them again and they'll get in your way again. It's just really frustrating, and I don't like a lot of the puzzles you have to get through. It starts off really easy and then you get to like the third or fourth level and then it just gets, there's too much going on, and it doesn't really teach you how to interact with all the different items, like what you combine with other things to make other things, until you do it, and then it gets put in your log. And it's just slow paced. The cool thing about it is the story changes every time we play it, so it's not like the levels are randomly generated, the story is randomly generated, but even the cutscenes are randomly generated, so it's like a choose your own adventure book. It's really weird. Like the second time I played the game, it was completely different cutscenes.
That seems pretty fun.
Yeah, it's boring to me. I don't know. It just doesn't really do anything for me. I don't know.
Okay.
So I played that. And that's all the PlayStation Plus stuff that we played this month. Because we also have Dragon's Crown, which people have played before. And
Well, yeah, I've played that before.
And
I'd like to play with you guys.
I would like to play too. And
I'll help you get the plaque.
As long as you don't carry me through the game with your level 75 character, then we'll be good.
Actually, I'm level 100 and something.
Okay. And Crisis 3, which everybody's played before, and I don't know what the last one was. Something else on Vita. I don't know. Maybe we talked about all 6. I don't know. Anyway, PlayStation Now. DMC, you said you started playing it.
I did, man. I played Lost Planet 2.
First, you have to tell us a story about how it didn't work and you wasted your money.
We touched on it a little bit last week, right? Where 2 issues, and I submitted them both to PlayStation as a formal tracking complaint, just to make sure that they had that on record. But either I would log in and all I would hear was sound and a completely black screen, so I had no interaction with the game outside of just hearing it. That was very weird, and that was very consistent. No matter how many times I rebooted the PS4, when I came back to it, that's the experience that I got, regardless if I was playing The Lost Planet 2 or Swarm. The other issue was, and this is an issue, I guess, on the other side of the servers, is whenever you go into a game, if you back out of it because of said issue of just viewing a black screen, and you tried to go back in, it said, "Hey, listen, sorry, you can't play this because there's already a previous session in play," i.e., the server recognizes me as a separate person trying to log into the same game that's already attached to me, even though I logged out of it.
Stupid.
Yeah, well, it was, and that was an issue. But this is the reason why it's a beta, right? They got to work this stuff out. My problem on the surface was that I spent so far 10 bucks on PS Now, and I haven't been able to play any game at the point. So I was fully committed to requesting a full refund coming into this week. Last 2 or 3 nights ago, I just said, "Oh, what the heck? Let me try to log back into Lost Planet to see what I experienced." And the game booted, and the game logged in, and it went through the introduction, and I was able to interact with the game. And from a latency perspective, from a visual fidelity perspective, the game was absolutely beautiful. There was at no point could I tell that I was playing a streamed version of a PS3 game. It appeared to, in almost every aspect, to be a fully realized disc-based experience, and it blew my mind.
So you never had any lag at all, no matter what happened?
No lag. I mean, I'm playing Lost Planet, right? So there wasn't any, crazy bombs going around. They did fight a crazy-looking lobster beast in the middle of the Arctic, but no lag. I had no lag whatsoever. Absolutely beautiful. The only problem that I had with Lost Planet is I got to this area where my entire team jumped up the side of a mountain. I'm at the end of this area where I had no other place to go, and I could not jump up the mountain. And I tried to jump up that mountain for about 15 minutes, and I ran around, and there was no place for me to go, and I realized either I'm too tired that I can't get it, or this freaking game is overly complex, and I turned it off. But anyway, with all that being said, I am in love with PlayStation Now, and I'm looking forward to to the service subscription plan, and I'm looking forward to more games offering me a 90-day playthrough to the tune of $7. So I think that's the sweet spot. I'll pay $7 all day long to play a freaking game for 90 days, right? And if this is what I'm going to get going forward, then I think it's freaking awesome.
Okay.
I don't agree with. I don't like what I've experienced in PlayStation Now, but I've talked about it in the past. I don't need to talk about it again.
Well, you was part of the super beta.
The super beta?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I mean, I haven't paid any money for any of the games I played, so it was a little different. Maybe it's changed a little bit, but I was playing Ben 10, and I was having frame rate issues, which could have been the game, but I went on the streaming service, and Catherine was not playable, or Guacamelee, sorry, was not playable because there's too many dropped frames. And then I tried it on PS4 a little bit. It didn't have the frame drop issues, but then on the PS4, if you set your controller down for like 5 minutes, it resets the game. It boots you out completely, and then you have to log back into the game. So if you weren't at a save point when you set the controller down, you're screwed and you have to get back to the place again. Also, if you forget to sync your trophies, you actually have to sync the trophies from the PlayStation Now menu. It changes the XMB. I don't know how it works on PS4. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
But if you don't sync the trophies while you're in PlayStation Now, it doesn't sync them at all. So if you are renting a game, you get the platinum, and then you forget to sync the trophies, you can't sync the trophies later because you won't be able to play the game. So that's frustrating. But yeah.
That's problematic.
Wouldn't PlayStation Plus out in... Oh, wait, no. I guess it wouldn't.
Yeah. I don't know, it's weird. It's like it brings up a completely different menu, and you have a separate trophy sync system thing. I don't know.
I guess that's kind of good for people who want to like try out a game but don't want to get the trophies for it.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe. But if you played something else and sync the trophies later, then they're in sync, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused.
It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. What else do we play? Do you want to talk about Muramasa? Did you like it?
Yes,
Did you
let's
hate
talk
it?
about Muramasa.
I'm curious to know what you think.
Oh man, I
to the first
adore
boss.
that game. It's wonderful. I rarely laugh out loud at pretty much anything, like TV, whatever. But that game made me laugh out loud on several different occasions. Like it is charming, it's funny.
Awesome.
The art is beautiful, and you really get like attached to the characters, and you love seeing like their
That's
story and the different outcomes. It's in the music. When you start playing that game, you get entrapped in it, and you don't want to escape.
That's awesome, man.
Well, I did not have the same effect, but I enjoyed
What?
it.
No, it's amazing.
Okay. I haven't played too much of it though. I've played to the first boss. I killed the first boss, and then it was time for bed.
The combat isn't super deep, but when you are playing and you start learning things and making your own combos, you feel really cool. It's satisfying.
I thought that tutorial was a little excessive, but it seemed to last forever.
Well, do you just want to mash buttons, or do you want to learn how to do some fancy stuff?
Well, it's not really that fancy. It's just
It is a little
It's a
bit.
lot to take in, all in a 5-minute.
I
period.
agree on that point. Yes, it is a bit to take in at once, but I mean, there's only like several moves that you'll be using.
Yeah. Are you gonna get the DLC?
I was actually heavily debating that with myself because it's like I don't own the game, so why would I get the DLC? Because I wouldn't be able to, use it anymore if my Plus subscription ran out. But I think it's worth it for that game.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't understand that argument, but okay.
You don't understand. So I don't actually own the game, so why would I buy the DLC?
You'd still be able to play the DLC.
Yes, but if like my subscription ran out, I wouldn't have the game anymore. So I just have the DLC.
But you play it while you have the game, right? And then and knowing you, Alex, and how much you play and how much you enjoy all the games, and
I'm
if
just
anyone's
really stingy.
true, well, if anybody's true to their moniker, right, on PSN, I love games. It's you, and
I love games.
I love you love games too.
Okay.
You love games, but you don't have a moniker that says I love games. To Fliptriq's point, I don't understand why you wouldn't get the. Is it just because?
I said I was heavily debating it. I didn't get it, the reason is because I'm thinking of like in the future, what if I wanted to revisit the game? It's like, well, I just have this DLC. Why did I get this DLC?
Okay, well, see, I don't ever foresee a future.
Yeah,
where
I
you
don't see a
PS
future where
Plus.
I don't have PlayStation Plus either. But I just think, what if? Like,
Okay,
I guess I shouldn't be thinking that hard. I just
hold on. How many DLC packs have you played more than once for any game?
Well, I'd have to. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, is one of those games where I played the DLC more than once.
Okay.
I guess. I am having a hard time thinking of more stuff on the spot. Fat Princess.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I guess it's different than me and most people. For me, I think I only play DLC packs like once and then I'm done. But that's kind of the same for any game. Usually I'm playing so much that I get through a game for the first time, and
Well,
if I don't need to play it again for trophies, then I'm kind of done. And
I guess it kind of depends on what the DLC is. For this game, they're kind of like their own mini stories. So it's like it really is. It's not just like costumes or something like that. Like there's separate stories, like different from the main characters. So that's something that you might want to play again.
Okay.
Because like I don't know. We'll see. I just might.
Okay.
All of the DLC hasn't been released yet. I think there's still one more pack that is going to be coming out. So.
Cool. I just thought you'd probably be interested in it since you seem to
I am
love the
interested.
story.
I am interested in it.
Okay. Well, if you get it, let me know.
Okay. I will.
All right.
Justin, the combos aren't hard to learn. It's like square, 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 side square, 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 side square, stuff like that.
Hold down, press square. Hold up,
I can
press square.
tell you like fancy combos, but you're not going to remember one. So.
Yeah. So I played Guacamelee. I streamed most of it. All I had left was to grab some more collectibles and do the playthrough on hard, which I did just in the course of one night. I think the hard playthrough took like 4 hours or so it wasn't too bad. Other than that, I started Miramasa. I played a lot more Final Fantasy. I think that's all I played. I might be missing one thing. I don't know. But not too exciting of a week for me. Yeah, and then Road Not Taken, so that was everything. Played some more Rogue Legacy. Still with the last boss. Haven't really tried to fight him again. I've just been leveling up my character. So.
Have you ever tried playing Final Fantasy 14 on your Vita? Like.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
Is it smooth? Like.
Yeah,
it just seems like it would be kind of awkward.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It works surprisingly well. I'm scared to like run a dungeon because I play as a tank, and you kind of need to be quick on your feet when you're tanking, and if someone pulls aggro, you need to be able to get over there quick and like press the right button. So I'm nervous to play them, like run a dungeon. But I think if I was like a DPS class, like a caster, I'd be perfect with it. Normally I just do it for running around farming items. Like,
do you have to use the touchpad, or I mean the back touchpad, to do anything?
No, this is kind of like Infamous, where it recognizes that you're playing on the Vita with remote play, and it changes the control scheme for you automatically. So it uses the triggers instead of the shoulder buttons, and you don't need the other buttons for anything. So.
I see. Is there a way to like customize it? I feel like there was a game, or there is some games where you can actually like customize the Vita controls when you're doing remote play. But
I would imagine you can customize it, since you can change it around when it's not on remote play, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, you can move your abilities around, so you can have your abilities on whichever button you want. So, yeah, I'd imagine you can customize it however you need to.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool, though. Being able to play an MMO on the go. So, something that's never really been done before.
Well, if you do go on a vacation, you can bring your Vita with you. Yep.
That's how we'll finish The Last of Us.
That's how I finished Guacamelee.
Why would you want to finish it on the Vita? You got to see it on your big TV, high definition.
I'm fighting him Guacamelee at the airport.
What?
Nice.
Guacamole.
Skills.
On the PS4 through remote play. So.
Awesome.
Yep. Cool. So, DMC, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't, man. I am wimping out, guys. Officially, we'll have a couple of plats next week that I am not going to be ashamed of. Period. Even though you might scorn me, you might scorn me, you might try to drag me through the mud, but I won't be ashamed.
Okay, that's fine.
Just let me know.
I will make you ashamed.
Hey, man, I'm just giving you guys a preemptive understanding.
So,
my
what are these games?
I'm not telling you.
So next week we'll see more than 4,514 trophies. We'll see a bigger jump other than the 2 you had this week.
All I care about
start playing the games you play, and then you'll never be able to reach me. See, yep.
So we're all going to be level 25, is that what you're saying, DMC?
I don't know. I might not have the volume of trophies that you guys have, but I will have a couple of more medals, platinum medals, and that's what I have, guys. Target.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, considering that I'm only at 6% now, thanks for bringing that up. There is no way in God's green earth that I'll be at level 25.
Okay.
but I'm looking forward to having at least 73 plats.
Okay.
73. Oh, I thought you meant like extra plats. I'm like, what?
Amazing.
What games are you?
What?
DMC's learned how to hack trophies this past week, so he's finally gonna put that into effect this week.
100 plats in 1 week.
Dude, I give up. I
Level
cannot.
28.
Alright.
It's ridiculous.
You ready to call it a night, or does you have anything else to discuss?
I don't have anything else, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so, Trophy Chasers Podcast, we actually give advice for folks chasing the plats. So, Justin, on the chat, you asked, or you can, you referenced that you have to still grab those collectibles. I highly recommend, having done this on the PS3, that you attack all your collectibles for The Last of Us on easy or normal. It is a chore. It's going to take you every bit of 15 hours to go through all of them. There are no glitches throughout the process. You just have to be very diligent.
Don't miss those shiv doors. Don't miss those shiv doors.
Don't miss those shiv doors. There is a shiv glitch that you can use to your benefit, where you can always have shivs in your possession, and all that stuff is well publicized across the internet. But if you're going for the plat, do not try to go through the plat on anything hard or survivor. You just simply might go. You should go all the way to easy. You'll get the most parts. You'll be able to upgrade all your weapons, knock everything out, and then complete your last run survivor for the platinum. That's the recommendation that I would go through. It's essentially 2 playthroughs instead of 3.
Can I show off my shirt?
Do it.
So I've finally got this.
That's beautiful.
Hey, you finally got it, man.
Yeah, the name of the shirt is Frozen Fantasy. So here's your Elsa and your Jack Frost hanging out, hugging a little bit, making it look like a Final Fantasy logo. I think it's pretty rad.
That's sweet, man.
I thought
My daughter was just watching Frozen literally less than 15 minutes ago. She just finished it up.
Cool.
Just
It's the movie that keeps on going.
I don't want to build a smoke man. I don't want to.
I don't approve of this wedding. No, just everybody get out. And then all of a sudden, sorcery. They got 100 down, man. They got 100 now.
The cold never
But it all worked out, man, because the reason why your heart is cold is because you removed love from it. You froze everyone out. But if you open up and bring the warmth in,
Are we about to spoil? Are you about to spoil
Let's
Frozen?
just talk about the whole movie. Frozen spoiler cast.
just want to make sure everybody understands. So don't ever freeze your heart out. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom.
There
DMC
you
1,
go.
2, 3. Okay.
Oh, so Justin, yes, there are only, I believe that if I remember correctly, there's about 13 shiv doors. If you play on easy, you'll never be without a shiv, as long as you don't try to just stab everybody in the neck. And you should be able to open up every shiv door. But there's a very, very good walkthrough that combines all collectibles, all comic books, all notes, and all shiv doors, and all conversations, all within one post. It's on PlayStation, I guess PlayStation.org or PS3.org formerly. And if you follow that through, you shouldn't miss anything. Highly recommend it if you're going for the plat.
I have something I want to talk about.
What?
Sure.
Exclusive DLC. How do you guys feel about it? Because right now I'm starting to hate it.
What do you mean by
Like
that?
in Plants
console
vs.
exclusive?
Zombies, Garden Warfare, there's different DLC depending on how you pre-order it. Like there's a Fat Princess hat piece that you can't get unless you get it digitally over the PlayStation Network. And like Little Big Planet 3, there's certain costumes you can't get unless you pre-order like a certain retailer or something like that. I'm just sick of it. Like I want all of the content, not some of it, not most of it. I want all of it. So, Anybody have anything to say about that?
I want all the content,
Oh,
but
content too.
but you know what? I can't wait to pick up Plants vs Zombies, and I'm looking forward to being zombies or plants and
Doesn't
kicking
it make
butt.
you mad though that you're not going to
No,
be getting a certain item
it
because you
doesn't
can
make me
get it
mad because it's the
digitally?
nature of the beast. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it, man. I get so here's the thing, man. I can't go out there and buy freaking everything, right? I don't think it's economical, and I don't have the time to play the games that I already purchased. But I understand it, and PS Plus has afforded me the opportunity to play so many more games that I normally wouldn't play, that I just simply can't play. I can't complain when other publishers release games, and it's obviously a reintroduction where they're not going to give everything away because they know that it's brand new to the platform. I'm not mad, man. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to give them an opportunity. I think Plants vs. Zombies has been universally paraded as a very, very fun and interactive game to play with friends. And if you guys don't buy it, I'm going to be incredibly upset. Just
I
want to let you
already
guys know.
pre-ordered. I think we all pre-ordered it already. Justin
Okay.
pre-ordered it too. We're all getting it. It's just that one thing that I'm not getting that makes me sad because it's like,
I'm with you.
why
I'm
do I
with
have
you.
to pre-order digitally just to get that?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I understand. I'm with you.
So the website that I bought my T-shirt from, since you guys interrupted me, was tfury.com. I think it's a really cool website. They let T-shirt artists get showcased every day. They sell 2 new T-shirts, and they have a little competition. And each artist has their own T-shirt up for sale, and it's up for sale for 24 hours. And they're usually a common theme. Like today's theme is Ninja Turtles, and they have some pretty awesome looking shirts on here. One of them's called Dark Side of the Pizza. It is the Dark Side of the Moon logo, but a piece of pizza in the middle. And I'll just show you. How about that? Does that work better?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Show us the pizza.
So it's called Dark Side of the Pizza, and you have the Ninja Turtle heads coming out instead of the rainbow. And then this one is called Turtle Tessellation. You have the little turtles go into the tessellation tube, and then they come out as the Ninja Turtles, and it's pretty cool. But anyway, there's the battle stats, so the Dark Side of the Pizza is more popular, and every day they have 2 different shirts, and they're usually pretty well priced. That's where this Frozen Fantasy shirt came from, and I think it's pretty cool. Yesterday they had like a Bioshock shirt that was really cool. It looked like a Banksy street art, but with the Bioshock girl giving flowers to the Big Daddy.
Cool.
And I don't remember what the other one was yesterday, but it was really
That's
cool
an awesome
too.
T-shirt. The green one. Is that the Bioshock one you talked about?
Nope, the Bioshock one's not on here. It's just Ninja Turtles, because the movie's coming out today. I'm going to go see it tonight. Pretty excited.
Have fun.
Okay. That's all I want to say.
What?
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 Justin
Where?
almost broke my heart, man.
Why?
What?
So we're having a conversation about the new RPGs that are coming out.
No, we forgot
this
to do
month.
about new releases for next
Right.
week.
And Justin scared me. He scared me. My heart almost popped out my mouth and smiled at me when he said Magus 2 was being released.
I don't think that's
And
true.
unfortunately, I now know that it was a lie, Justin.
Oh.
And I'm very disappointed. However, I will be, thank you, Cheeks, I will be purchasing the Sky at 4 with the quickness. And it will be my the most wonderful plat that's going to take me every bit of 300 hours to get. But I can't wait to do it.
Okay. So next week, we have Gravity Crash Ultra coming out on the Vita. I don't know what that is, but that's coming out on the 12th. We also have...
Didn't that come out like on PS3?
I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is. We also have Surgeon Simulator Anniversary Edition on the PS4.
I want that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. And then we have Akiba's Trip, Undead and Undressed, which I found out the premise to this game and why you're taking clothes off of all your enemies. Apparently, you're fighting a bunch of vampires, and they die when they're exposed to sunlight, but they have to be fully exposed to sunlight. So as you're battling them, you build up your combos, you rip the clothes off, they're fully exposed to the sun, and they
How did you figure
die.
that out?
I think it was on PlayStation Blog, something. Somebody wrote an
It's,
article about
Alex, it's from very intense and thorough research.
it. Yeah, you got to research those zombie
yeah.
strips. So that's Akiba's Trip, and that comes out as well as Risen 3 Titan Lords, whatever that is. Yes. And I don't know what console the Sky 4 comes out. That's not listed on my thing. Yep, so that is new releases. This is a very unorganized show this week. So
I blame you.
I blame me too. I wasn't very well prepared this week. It's been a long week. Had a lot going on. A lot of traveling and stuff. So anyway, hope you all have a good night. Thanks for checking out the show. We'll be back next Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Super Chasers Podcast, Trophy Chasers. That's the greatest guitar solo ever.
All right. Things are getting out of hand here.
It's time for bed. Good night.
All right. Yeah. So you all have a good night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week, and good luck on those trophies.
All right.